Hi, everybody. It's Friday. It's the 21st of January. That can only mean one thing only. What are you doing? You're listening to Ms. Stefanie Drysdale, VP of Cyber for Prescient.com, and our weekly cyber recap, number 107. Ms. Stefanie, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Chuck. How are you?
Doing great, as usual, here in sunny Arizona. By the way, how cold is it in Chicago today?
You don't want to know. You don't want to know at all. It's ridiculous. And I haven't went outside and I'm in denial. And I'm not coming out until long after the groundhog and the spring thaw and the trees start greening up.
Well, not to rub it in, but we're freezing here at 69 degrees today with the sun. So it's a sweater weather front. But other than that, everything's good. Busy week. How is January taking off? And 2022, do you anticipate kind of an increase in this cyber activity? It seems like we're not getting out of some of the things anytime soon, right?
No, I mean, things, opened up 2022 with a vengeance, I think. So everybody is forward thinking. They've got new budgets. They've got new initiatives and plans that they're kicking off. And they've learned a lot from the last year, sometimes the hard way. And I think people are ready to kind of go into the new year strong and hope that once Omicron kind of settles down a little bit, that we can start to get out and about, see each other again, and do what we do. So I had the absolute pleasure of sitting down to talk with Mark Ledlow, the CEO of Ledlow Security Group, for his Fearless Mindset podcast. We talked about everything from nation states to online shopping to company culture to online dating. So if you've got some time to kill, it was a really fun and informative conversation, and I'll be sure to link it for you all below. So People Matter shared World Economic Forum Davos Agenda 2022, cybercrime spikes at record-breaking speed. So with ransomware attacks showing a whopping 151% increase in the first 6 months of 2021 and an average of 270 cyber attacks per organization in 2021, that's a 31% increase over 2020, according to the World Economic Forum's Global Cybersecurity Outlook 2022 report, which was launched at the Davos Agenda Summit this year in 2022. So the cost of breaches amounted to an average of $3.6 million US per incident, with as many as 80% of cyber leaders stressed that ransomware is as dangerous and evolving threat to public safety. The survey also confirms that ransomware attacks are at the forefront of cyber leaders' minds, as they should be, with 50% of respondents indicating that ransomware is one of their greatest concerns when it comes to cyber threats. So the study found that social engineering attacks are the second highest concern for cyber leaders, with cyber criminals seizing every opportunity to exploit those vulnerabilities against people and organizations through technology. So Europol recently reported that organized crime groups recruited hackers for phishing, social engineering attacks, SIM swapping, and sending malware to victims to gain control of bank accounts. Third highest concern for cyber leaders is malicious insider activity, either through current or former employees, contractors, or trusted business partners who misuse their authorized access to critical assets in a manner that negatively affects the organization. So the report highlights that cybersecurity alone is no longer a sufficient tactic. Therefore, building resilience needs to be integrated into an organization's strategy. The report, which is based on a survey of over 120 global cyber leaders from 20 countries over 2021 across the world, finds that dependence on digital technologies continues to surge at a rapid rate, and so does cybercrime, which is urging a global response to address those systemic cybersecurity challenges. A note of importance: there were significant perception gaps between business executives who think their firms are secure and security leaders who disagree. Some 92% of executives surveyed agreed that cyber resilience was integrated into risk management strategies, but only 55% of the cyber leaders agree with that statement. The survey found that 59% of all respondents would find it challenging to respond to a cybersecurity incident due to the shortage of skills within their teams, while the majority of respondents ranked talent recruitment and retention as their most challenging aspect. Business executives appear less acutely aware of the gaps than their security-focused executives. I'll be sure to link that one for you all. Thomas O'Malley shared ProPublica's article titled How Unemployment Insurance Fraud Exploded During the Pandemic. This was a great article and very thorough, so I won't be able to cover it all here, but I'll be sure to link it for you all below. We've all heard that maybe, or maybe we've even experienced someone filing a fraudulent unemployment claim falsely in our name. Fraudsters have been filing in really high volumes, sometimes obtaining payments from multiple states, despite the fact that a jobless person is barred from getting assistance in more than one state. One person, according to the U.S. Department of Labor, used a single Social Security number to file unemployment insurance claims in 40 different states. 29 of those states actually paid up, sending them over $222,000. But the problem extends far beyond a bunch of solo scammers. The ProPublica investigation revealed that much of the fraud has been organized both in the US and abroad, with some fraudsters using bots to file online claims in bulk. Others, located as far away as China and West Africa, have organized low-wage teams to file those claims. In addition, the fraud has been enabled by exploiting aging or obsolete state unemployment systems whose weaknesses have drawn warnings for decades. Communities have sprouted on messaging apps like Telegram, where fraudsters are trading tips on how to cash in. Hustlers are advertising their techniques or sauces for filing those bogus claims, along with state-specific instructions on how to get around security checks. Some of those forums have thousands of participants and regularly offer stolen identities for sale alongside tech tips and screenshots that ostensibly prove that the methods work and advice on which states are easiest to game and which are lit or still paying out those fake claims. Telegram didn't respond to requests for comment, but after ProPublica's inquiry, 10 of the channels they asked about suddenly went dark, marked with the notice that this channel can't be displayed because it violated Telegram's terms of service. A steady barrage of large-scale hacks on corporations and governments over the past decade have provided the raw material needed to defraud government benefit programs. What scammers call fools is a suite of data ranging from your name or address to your social, date of birth, all of that really easy to obtain on the dark web. We talk to you guys about this a lot. The guides available on Telegram include lengthy step-by-step directions and screenshots detailing where to put the stolen information. They offer advice on how to avoid triggering the anti-fraud software so as not to fill out part of the application on one device or from one IP address and then switch to another. One guide for filing claims in New York State warns users don't copy and paste in the text box. Type in the details while filling in the text boxes. So script monitors activities like copy and paste to raise red flags. So when such guides outlive their usefulness, just new ones pop up. Prosecutors say one criminal filed his claims using variations on the same email, which he modified by just inserting periods in different places. Servers for state unemployment agencies treat those as different email addresses, but as we know, Google disregards periods when routing messages to your Gmail account. That allowed him and his co-conspirators to have the convenience of filing in multiple states while handling all of their correspondence from only one email account. Really big stuff here, things that all companies can learn from in terms of their fraud detection, as well as monitoring dark web, social media, Telegram channels, other things like Discord for these scams to make sure that you are aware of how your companies are being targeted and how you can best protect yourselves and all of your data. Also, individual users, be mindful that when your information is exposed through these breaches, that sometimes it can end up being used in these ways. So just keep your head on a swivel. I know we keep telling you that, but that's how it's being done. And that's what I have for you all this week. I hope everyone is staying warmer than I am and staying as warm as Chuck is. And I will look forward to seeing you all next Friday.